Welcome to Cloud FastPath, the fastest, simplest, most secure, fully automated solution for moving and syncing your company's files and digital content to Box. Before we get started, I'd like to point out a few things about Cloud FastPath. First, it is not a replacement for Box Sync. Rather, Cloud FastPath allows end users and IT administrators to create and manage large-scale data ingest and migration jobs to and from Box. One of Cloud FastPath's greatest benefits, in addition to its speed and security, is the ease with which IT administrators can remotely orchestrate data movement jobs, all via the Cloud FastPath service. Cloud FastPath is architected for the security-sensitive user. No customer data touches the Cloud FastPath service, and no data gets staged or cached. Data moves directly between the data sources and Box. All data in motion is encrypted using 256-bit SSL encryption. Administrators receive detailed reports that prove what was migrated. The Cloud FastPath software leverages patented technology that powers some of the world's most demanding and security-intensive use cases, including Wall Street trading, government, and healthcare informatics. In the next few minutes, I'll be showing you how easy it is to create, schedule, and run Cloud FastPath jobs to move your files from virtually anywhere into your Box account. Registering for a Cloud FastPath account is simple. Go to www.cloudfastpath.com, click on Try It Out, and fill in the requested information. Once you log into your account with your Cloud FastPath credentials, you will see the Cloud FastPath dashboard. On the left-hand side of the dashboard is the catalog of jobs you've created and run. In a moment, we'll show you how easy it is to create and run a new job. To the right are the Cloud FastPath points of presence, or POPs. Think of points of presence as on and off ramps for your data. The POPs sit close to your data sources and targets. POPs control both ends of the data movement and apply compression, encryption, and WAN optimization to ensure maximum security and throughput for your data in motion. They are also very easy to set up and tear down. At the bottom of the dashboard is the event log. The event log is useful for monitoring the state of your jobs and POPs. Now let's get started creating a Cloud FastPath job. We'll do so by selecting the New Job button on the dashboard and then giving the job a name. We'll call this job File Server to Box, since we're going to be moving files from a mapped server to our company's Box account. After naming the job, the next screen walks me through the simple process of job configuration. Each job is comprised of a source and a target. Cloud FastPath refers to these as systems. Each system can be a source and/or a target for a specific job. This flexibility is great because it allows you to set up bidirectional data movement jobs. This benefit comes into play when you're moving data back and forth between cloud services and other storage environments. At the bottom of the screen, you'll see a number of systems that already exist for the Cloud FastPath account. They include cloud-based systems such as Box and Dropbox, and on-premise systems such as different hard drives and storage devices. We already have a system set up for our Box account, so let's make that our target for this job. We do so by simply selecting the Box system and dragging it to the target area on the right. Now let's go ahead and create a new system for our source. Creating systems is a snap with Cloud FastPath. We do so by clicking on the New System button at the bottom left of the palette. We then select the type of system we want to create. In this case, we know we want to move data from one of the company's file servers, so we'll select Windows Drive or Share. We're then prompted to select the POP and select our Windows machine. This means that our local Windows laptop or server will be the on-ramp for the data we're moving to Box. We then select the mapped drive where the source files reside. Once the new system has been configured, the system icon at the bottom of our Cloud FastPath screen will turn green. All systems go. We can now select it and drag it into the landing area for our source on the left. It's important to note that Cloud FastPath respects the credentials of the user who is constructing the data motion job. So, for example, if you're not an administrator for this file server, you may not be able to access the source or target systems. For the purposes of this demonstration, you can assume that I have administrator privileges for both the premise and Box environments. At this point, we're ready to select the files that we want to move to our Box account. We do this via a file chooser. Using the file chooser, we easily navigate the source directory structure and select the directories and files we want. Holding Shift and click allows us to select multiple files or directories at once. And clicking and holding down the Control key allows us to hopscotch between files and directories. Once we've selected our files and click OK, we're all set. Now we quickly go back over to the target, which, as we know, is Box. We validate that we've got the right user account, or we can change that if necessary. For this job, we know we want to create a new directory where we plan to put all the content we're moving into Box. In subsequent video demonstration, we'll get into how we can map accounts and permissions, but first things first. We now close out of the job configuration window and we return to the dashboard where we see our newly created job. Running the job is as simple as clicking the play button, but first we might prefer to run this job based on a schedule. This can be accomplished by clicking on the name of the job and then selecting Schedule. This brings us to the Schedule window. Here we see that jobs can be scheduled to run on a one-time basis, a recurring basis, or based on the result of another job when it completes or ends. For the purpose of this demonstration, we'll run this job manually. So we press the play button and voila, our job has started to run. While the job is running, it's useful to turn our attention to the event log at the bottom of the screen. The event log tells us what is happening step by step through the data pipeline. Initially, Cloud FastPath goes through a scan of both source and target to make sure it only moves files that are not on the target or have changed since the last sync. The log also offers useful diagnostics in the event there are errors in a specific job. Cloud FastPath has a comprehensive set of error handling capabilities, so that means that even when it encounters files that can't be moved, or perhaps are too large for the Box service to ingest, it will continue with the job, simply logging the file error and continuing on with the rest of the job. Now, while this job is running, let's take a look at its progress. There are two great ways of doing this with Cloud FastPath. First, once a job is playing or has been played, we can view job metrics by clicking on the job name. The metrics give us important information about the number of files and amount of data that's been moved, the speed, the elapsed time, and the estimated time to completion. The second way is via a nice graphical representation of the job. We see this by going over to the Job History tab. Okay, I'm back. Our job's now complete. This was a very long-running job with a couple thousand files. Because it ran for a while, once it completed its first run, we ran a final sync at the end to pick up any changes that occurred since we began. At this point, we'll take a quick look at our Box account, and we'll see all of the directories and files that were transferred. CFP also creates a transfer log and deposits it in the root directory of the target Box account. The transfer log provides a comprehensive report that catalogs what files were migrated and any issues or errors. Now that we're all warmed up and familiar with how Cloud FastPath does business, let's set up another job. Only with this one, we'll go from a Dropbox source to a Box target. First, name the job. Then select our source, Dropbox, and target Box. Configure the source files. And run the job. Wow, that was easy and fast. Things sure go smoother when I don't talk quite so much. I hope you've enjoyed this brief introduction to Cloud FastPath. In our next video, we'll take a look at more advanced topics like mapping your on-premise account and permission structures to Box collaborations. In the meantime, we invite you to register for your own account and try Cloud FastPath today.